So you've got low back pain and you want to know what exercise or what stretch is best for you. Here's how you do it. The first thing you want to do is get some baseline movements. So you want to test your range of motion in all directions. You'll forward bend as far as you can, noticing how far you can go and what you feel with each of these movements. You'll back bend, you'll side bend both ways, and you'll rotate both ways, assessing for how you feel and what symptoms are produced as you go through these movements. The next thing you want to do is find any audit. This can be anything that you know is going to produce the pain. So for example, if I know just a standing squat produces the low back pain, I'll test that, get an idea for what I feel and what symptoms are produced when I go into that movement. Now you're going to pick any movement, just one movement that you want to test against. For this example, I'll do the piriformis stretch. So that's a popular one that a lot of people with low back pain will find on the internet. You're going to perform that stretch. You're going to do it 10, 15, 20 times, enough to get a solid feel for what this is going to do to your body. After you perform that stretch for that 10, 15, or 20 reps, we're going to go back to our baselines. We're going to retest everything that we started with in the beginning. We're going to go through all of our ranges of motion, again, assessing for how far we can go, how do we feel when we move, what symptoms are produced, and are there any changes. We're also going to go back to that other audit that we did. So in my case, it was the standing squat. Again, assessing for, is there any change? Are symptoms better, the same, or worse? One of three things is going to happen. The signs and symptoms are not going to change at all. The signs and symptoms are going to be better, or the signs and symptoms are going to be worse. In the beginning, or in the early stages of recovering from back pain, we want to find whatever movement starts to relieve symptoms and make positive changes. That's the movement we're going to do. We're going to stick with just that stretch or that exercise. And we're going to do that on repetition for 2 to 3 days. And then we're going to start working in other movements once we get more comfortable.